Hi Melky, morning. Yes, I am here, just getting organised and all ready to go. I've sent you an invitation, Melky, to join my group or this scene, this scenario. I can't go to other people's invitations because for the stream I need to control the settings myself for the stream, like the weather and the time and all those kind of things, the light. If I go to other people's streams, then I'm controlled by their particular situation that they're flying in. So, hi Aidan, hi mate. So if you want to fly today, or if you want to be in the scenario or in the scene, I need to invite you to my group. Okay, I can't go to other people's group. I have sent you an invitation, Melky. Aidan, let me know if you would like an invitation. We have a presentation starting soon that I prepared yesterday, so we'll go through that before we really get into the chat or do any startups or any flying. See how we go for time in regards to flying somewhere. If time allows, we can head up to San Francisco. I do have a flight plan put in, but we'll just see how we go for time. If everyone's okay with it and we want to go a bit longer, we can do a flight up to San Francisco in the 777. So I'll go out, I'll have a look. I'll go out, have a look, see if there's anyone else who wants to be invited in. Let me know if you'd like to be invited in the comments, and I can do that. I'm not on Discord. I've closed the Discord. We'll only chat. We only chat on the stream on the YouTube. Okay. I just there's too many screens to watch and have open and look after. So we'll chat on the stream. Aidan, do I have time to start my sim? Yes, you do, because we've got a bit of a presentation to do. Some video that I prepared yesterday as a presentation. That goes for at least 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. So you'll be fine. Don't be too preoccupied, Aidan. I want you to see the video and enjoy the presentation too. Part next to the door to you with an Air Canada. Melky is part next door to me in Air Canada. Okay. I don't want to slew my plane around to have a look around. Everyone will see the livery before the reveal. You probably know what it's going to look like anyway. I can have a bit of a look around in the cockpit. I can't see you there, but if you're there, you're there, Melky. That is cool. That is very cool. We'll see how we go for time. If we get time, we can do a flight up to KSFO. Alan knows it's on, but it's very early for him. I may be still snoozing. See how we go. I'll try to engage all my senses, including my sixth sense, says Aidan. What about your seventh one, Aidan? Have you got a seventh one? So we'll just wait a few more minutes. Maybe some more people will turn up. We'll do a couple more minutes, wait for a few more people to turn up, and then we will start our presentation for our brand new livery in the 777-300. So I recorded all this yesterday. Malcolm, you're on gate 76. I am on gate 77, I think. So you're right next door to me. Can I see you from the cockpit? I've got a gateway blocking me on that view. Are you in the 777, Melky? I presume you are. Because we're not sharing the same livery and everything, maybe I'm not 100% sure we'll be able to see each other, or you'll be able to see my livery from your plane. You will be able to see it on the stream, of course, but the game is a little bit finicky in that respect, so we may not be able to see each other's livery. I'm on my second cup of coffee. Yes, but I can view until you are ready. Okay, I think it says view. There's a little logo in my chat box. It blocks the final word of every sentence. Aidan, I don't have the 777, so I'll be in the trusty 737. Excellent, very cool. We all love the trusty 737. Is it the 800 or the 700, Aidan? I have a bit of announcement coming up in regards to the PMDG 737. I'm not sure if I'll make that announcement today or a little bit later. I've got a couple of things to confirm, so that may be later. In regards to the 737-800, so you might be very interested in that, Aidan. Well, we all have the 737-800. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine, and I do love flying that one. Okay, 2 more minutes and we will start our presentation. I won't do any talking during the presentation. I'll just let the presentation roll, and then after the presentation, the video clip, we can chat and decide whether we're going to go for a flight or not, or I can answer some questions. Okay. So yeah, 2 more minutes. Excuse me. Very busy here at KLAX. There's planes coming and going and taxiing everywhere. It's quite noisy. How are the volumes, guys? Oh, an invite. Okay, Aidan, let's go in here. Lamborghini, that is you, isn't it, Aidan? Invite to the group. Okay. Invitation sent. Aidan, why don't you park your 737 on gate 74? We didn't actually plan to have a group flight. It's a bit of a spontaneity thing. I just thought some of you might like to be in the scenario when I do the reveal and when we talk about the plane and have a look around the plane. It's not actually a planned group flight. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Kiwi time is the official time we do our group flight. All fine, at least send William. Okay guys, anything else before I start the presentation? Because I won't be talking during the presentation. Are you all good? You've all got your invitations? I don't know if Alan's going to turn up. It would be really nice to see if Alan turns up. But it is a bit early over there in Australia for Alan. Quite noisy here. Airport is really busy. The volume's okay, guys. You can hear me speaking. Everything's clear. The video will be up on YouTube later today. Ah, Jonathan is here. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome to the stream. All okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Right Honourable, amazing Jonathan Alba is here. Now, Jonathan is the artist who paints all our planes. Thank you for calling in, Jonathan. Really nice to have you here, mate. Really good to see you. Everyone, Jonathan is the clever guy, a very clever young man who does all our artwork for our planes. I invited him along, but I know he's quite a busy boy, so I wasn't sure if he was going to be here. Great to see you, Jonathan. Okay, so let's start our little presentation, and then we can do some talking and look around and some questions and things after. You're welcome, Jonathan. Great to see you. So here we go, guys. I'll put the I'll go into the inside view here because it's a little bit quieter.
The sun is bright, come watch the sky. Far away a dot is moving. Clouds give way, birds scratch the blue. A yellow vision has come true. Feel the freedom in the air. Europe is the place so near. Time keeps on running, no wish to hide. The challenge has begun, our joy and pride. Take the taxi through the air. Come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air. Taxi through the air. Cross mountains high and valleys deep. Destinations to discover. We fly you there, the fare is low. Choose any place you'd like to go. There'll always be a new horizon, a further step to make. The world keeps spinning, check and easy. Clear as the sky, make up your mind. Take the taxi through the air. Just come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air.
Hi guys, and welcome to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way. Now I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not a real pilot. I am a real businessman, however, and although I own a fleet of vehicles, unfortunately it's not an airline. So why am I dressing up? Well, just for the fun of the video, guys, and that's all. No more and no less. After all, that's why we all enjoy Flight Simulator, isn't it? We can all pretend to be pilots. Now today's episode on the channel is very, very special because it is the unveiling, the big reveal. And the first day everybody gets to see the brand new PMDG 777-300ER painted in the new Jet and Airways colours and liveries, and I am very, very happy with it. So I'm going to give you a grand tour today. I also said that you'll see something on this episode, on this stream, that you will never see in any other YouTube channel. The big time YouTubers don't do this kind of thing. They don't get as carried away as I do. Maybe they're not as crazy. But anyway, you're going to see some things that are very, very different today and probably have never been done on any flight sim channel before. So to get started, let's move on in to the beautiful PMDG 777 cockpit. Well, here we are, guys, literally standing inside the PMDG 777 cockpit, and it is just amazing. Beautiful detail, high fidelity, and it is amazing. And I told you, didn't I? You won't see anything like this on any other channel. You won't see the guys walking around inside the cabin. We can walk in the cabin, we can walk through and have a look around. We can sit in the pilot's seat or the co-pilot's seat. Well, it's a pretty relaxed day here today at Jetton. That's why I'm not wearing a tie. Maybe I should be. But I tell you, if you've never sat in the cockpit of a Boeing aircraft, I reckon this is probably the next best thing. I would say this is as close as it's ever going to get. It is just awesome, and it's just a very, very comfortable place to be. I'm very comfortable with the Boeings. If you can fly one Boeing, you can fly the other Boeings. You can flow over from one to the other quite easily, just with a little bit of practice. But everything's pretty much lined up and set out the same. So what are we going to do today? I'll take you outside now. We'll have a look around the outside of the plane. We'll enjoy the beautiful livery and the colours. And then we're going to come inside and look through the cabin, because we've done some work on the inside as well. And I've got some surprises for you, that's for sure. But before I go any further, I want to say a special thank you to Jonathan, way over there in Brazil. He might be with us today. He said he might call in to the stream and say hello, but a big special shout out and a thank you to Jonathan over there in Brazil, our artist. He does all the artwork for Jetton Airways, a very, very talented young man, and he does a wonderful job. So make a comment, say something to Jonathan if you like in the comments. Let us know what you think when you see the livery. Wait till you see inside and outside, because it is very, very special. I've seen a few liveries on YouTube from the big time YouTubers. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good, but I think this one is the best of the lot. Mind you, I am very, very biased. Okay, so let's go, guys. Follow me. Let's go outside and have a walk around. Well, here we are, everyone. I'm very proud to present to you the beautiful brand new PMDG 777-300ER in the lovely Jetton Airways livery and colours. And it is looking just gorgeous. I think Jonathan, our artist in Brazil, has just done a fantastic job of the detail. This plane is just lovely. It's they've done a fantastic job of the rendering and the texturing, and to finish it off in the Jetton Airways colours and livery just makes such a big difference. I really enjoy that dark blue tail and the dark blue engines with the ultra bright, strong orange. It's not a weak, sappy sort of orange. It's a very strong, bold sort of orange, and it just makes it pop. It really does. It is not too overdone like some virtual airlines. They cover the plane in stripes and murals and all sorts of things, but all the big airlines like Canada Airlines and Delta and all those airlines, they keep them very simple. They don't cover the whole plane with murals and stripes, unless it's a special one, of course. They keep it bold and they keep it simple, and that's what we have done with Jetton Airways. It's simple, but at the same time it stands out. It stands out like hairs on a frog. And we've got our slogan on the side, of course. Jetton Airways, wear a smile goes a long way. Oh yes, our pilots, the pilots who fly for Jet and Airways, are always smiling. And you're certainly welcome to join the team. Join our Discord. I'll put it in the description below. We have group flights every Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock Kiwi time, New Zealand time, 8 p.m. And you'd be more than welcome to join Jet and fly along for Jet and Airways. Doesn't matter if you're an experienced pilot or an absolute beginner. We are all learning, and we just like sharing our hobby with like-minded people. Well, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of this lovely livery and paint scheme. I wish that truck wouldn't keep driving through the airplane like that. It's getting a little annoying. Let me know in the comments what you think of the livery. What do you think? Would you like to fly the 777 painted in these colors? Would you like to fly for Jet and Airways? Let me know in the comments. Come along to our Discord, have a fly with us, and just enjoy the hobby and share it with like-minded people. Now let's head up inside the plane and see what we've done actually inside, just to really customize it and make it work and look good for Jet and Airways. So here we go. Now, as you can see, it has all been decked out with the Jet in theming. We have the Jet in TVs in behind all the seats, and of course we've got the if I can get the camera in the right place, we've got the safety message booklet and everything in the pouch there, all themed out in the Jet in colors. So all these TVs are there and themed out, and they are actually going to work. I'm going to be putting little videos and video clips on these TVs so that people can see them on our flights and on our videos. There'll be times when I play on in-flight movie or video clip. It may be a clip promoting Jet and Airways, or it may be some other form of advertising, just like the real airline. But it will be very short. And as we fly from A to B in the Jet and Airways 777, we will have in-flight movies and videos. So let's look at a video clip now, and I will show you roughly how that's going to work.
The sun is bright, come watch the sky. Far away a dot is moving.
So this is my landing yesterday, guys. I brought the plane up from San Diego, where we did all the filming for the presentation, and this is my landing. We brought it up to KLS today for the special stream. KLAX, sorry. So we're at KLAX for the special stream today. Doesn't that look stunning? I just love it to bits. If you really hear that there, you would have heard the brakes sort of squeaking as well as I was putting on the brakes on landing. You could hear that. Maybe I was pushing on the brakes a little bit too hard. Maybe I was pushing on the brakes a little bit too hard. So there we are, guys. Let me know what you think of that. What do you think of the livery? Again, thank you to Jonathan Alba, all the way over there in Brazil, who's with us today. Thank you, mate. I salute you. Well done. And very nice to have you here. If you're busy, feel free to duck away. If you're really busy, that is fine. So we have a few other jet and pilots who have joined us here today. It wasn't an official group flight or a group meetup or anything, but a couple of them have decided to pop into the stream. And look at her in this light. Doesn't that look nice? Very, very nice. The livery has sort of evolved a little bit, as you saw on the presentation video. The Aidan says, "Well done, Jonathan," and yep, very, very cool. The first 737 we painted was a sort of a lighty, weaker sort of color orange and a lighter blue. Malcolm says, "Well done, Jonathan. That's an excellent job. Keep up the good work." Well, I don't want to work him too hard, okay? I know he's a busy boy. I asked Jonathan to do this one really fast for us, so and he did it. So I really, really appreciate that. But I know he's a busy boy, so I don't want to ask him for too much. Like I was saying, the 737 we first painted, the orange was a little bit weaker, a little bit softer. And this one you can see the blue is a lot darker and the orange is a lot stronger, a little bit deeper. And I am considering getting the 737-800 converted over to this livery with the dark orange and the dark blue. So I may ask and talk to Jonathan about that a little bit later on, because I know he's busy. But we will do that maybe at a later date. But I think that will be nice. It will bring the 737-800 up to date with the 900 that I have, and also the 777. Jonathan says, "Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to make this livery." Lovely. I was thinking about the 747 because there's a 747 on the way, but the question I have to ask now, and maybe you guys who have bought it, you need to ask this question too: do we need the 747? For the airline, as far as shifting passengers goes, the 777 I think would do the job nicely for our medium to long and extra long hauls. The 747 nowadays is mostly used for cargo, for transporting cargo. So whether we have one that's used just for cargo, we could possibly look at that. But I think the 747 won't be coming out for another year anyway. I have no idea. But this one is going to be keeping us happy for at least a year, just with our long hauls for our passenger services. Now, who's joined us today? I looked around here and I saw a label, Lamborghini. That is Aidan. Malky, I can't see your label. You said you'd joined in, but where are you parked, mate? Where are you parked? Can't see your label there. Are you over the other side of the airport? Or are you right beside me? Can't see you there. Can't see you there at all. Anyway, who would like to take a little flight? Shall we take a little flight up to San Francisco? I think we could. I think we can take a little flight up to San Francisco. Let's come inside. I've already put a flight plan in, a very basic, simple flight plan. The same as I did the other day when I was practicing. Today will be a practice as well, actually. Every flight I make is a practice. Okay, I treat it as a practice. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it's a bit of a disaster. Let's close all the doors anyway. Close all doors. Malcolm says, to be all right, William. I think that means he's to the right, is it? Remove chocks. Remove chocks. This doesn't seem to be working. Changes page. Remove chocks. Maybe the pages. Maybe the chocks have gone already. No. I think I've got to remove those other connections there. Have you guys got a flight plan in, by the way? Because I am a little restricted from time, so I will be getting a move on very, very soon if we decide to go. Ground connections, remove chocks, door management, ground services. I think I better start my APU before we start removing any ground services. I'll get my APU started, and then I can remove the power. Aiden, we're heading up to KSFO, KLAX to KSFO. Let's see if the APU is running. APU is running. I can see that polluting heat haze coming out the back there. It is Sunday here, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. we started Sunday morning. What's the time over where you guys are? Jonathan, what's the time over where you are? It'll be 9 o'clock, maybe night time. Right, so the APU is running. We will come down here and release all connections, door management, ground, remove chocks, ground services. I think I've removed all already. Door management is all okay. Okay, all the doors are closed. Let's have a look. Chocks are still there. Ground power is removed. The chocks are still there. Aiden, sorry I missed the last minute. Yeah, we're heading up to I'm heading up to KSFO, Aiden. Where did I see the chocks? Remove chocks. Doesn't seem to remove or do anything. Okay, so let's go over some checks here. And See if we can get some pushback. Auto on. No smoking, and seatbelts. Our lights, don't need our landing lights on at this stage. Beacon light. Taxi lights on. Here's the waypoints, Aidan, but I don't really have time to go over everything with you. There we go. Docker, Evos, McGee, Dark. Next page. Going out through Summer. We're arriving in through Surfer. Nearly, W Waves, Epic, Follett, Eddie, Seppin, Axmill, and then runway 28 right. Right, excuse me guys. Okay, so let's come over here and we'll set our climb out speed 250. We will put our flight directors on. And our LNAV on. Set our climb out at not too steep, 1,800 might be enough. And let's release our brakes. Hold down the toe brakes, click on the lever, hold down the lever, and that releases the toe brakes. Let's get some pushback. Our chocks are still in. Having trouble releasing those chocks. Having trouble releasing these chocks. Remove chocks. What's going on? Don't know what's going on here. We're trying to get pushed back, but the chocks are still in place, I think. So we're pushing back the chocks, which is not good. Not good for the tires. Is there something else I need to do to get rid of those chocks? For some reason, those chocks will not release. Ground power release. Remove chocks. Okay. So the ground power unit had not been released. Stupid boy. Silly boy. So we are now pushing back. What a lovely looking plane. And before I was a little bit nonplussed about it, but now I see it in the Jet and Airways colours. I love it even more. Thank you, Jonathan. Right, I see a couple of planes over there. I can't see your label though, Malky. Maybe that's your plane there, but I can't see the label. I can see Aiden's label. Right, let's get this brake on. Hold down the toe brakes. Click on the lever. Toe brakes are on. Okay. Got to get that right. I still have trouble with it sometimes. Thank you, mate. I'll see you on the next video, eh? I'll get you to push me back again. Not a bad day. A few clouds around. Okay, I think we can go up and get some engine started. One engine at a time. We'll see some numbers coming up here. Now apparently you do not need to wait for the numbers to come up. You can just go straight ahead and flick on the start switch there for the add fuel. And it should fire straight up. What departure, says Aiden. There we go. I think it's 25 right or something like that, Aiden. I'm not sure. Let me have a look down here. Departure and arrive. Departure. Departure. We're going out through 25 right. Okay. And we're arriving ILS 28 right, okay. Okay, that's one engine. Let's get the other engine started and we'll taxi to the hold short. Engine heat, window heats are all on, so that is fine. My fuel today is 31.3, fuel total 34.4. Total fuel 97.0. There were options in the FMC whether you wanted short haul, medium haul or long range. I went for the medium, so I think that should be more than enough to get up to KSFO. If it's not, we'll find out. I had to do a water landing the other day, guys, because I am just an amateur. Still learning, but I won't make that mistake again. Well, maybe, but hope not today. Our engine's coming up there. Let's check our oil temperature, oil quantity. Everything looks pretty good there. And the other thing we need to do is to flaps. Let's have a look at our flaps here, flaps down there. Do we need more? Should we go to 15? I'm not sure. Let's go to 15. Flaps 15. That is loud, isn't it? That is really loud. Next thing we're going to check is the trim. Let's have a look at our trim down here. I want to get my little white marker in the middle of that trim range, so it's not pushing us up or down. Around the middle should be about there. So we can go and turn off our APU now and release our brakes, and we can taxi to the active. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you've just joined us, this is Jet and Airways. We got a private jet coming up the taxiway here. Which direction is he going to go in? Is he going to turn off, or is he going to wait for us? We are a casual fun flying group, Jet and Airways. We're not here for any memberships or to make money from YouTube. We are just here to share our hobby with like-minded people. So if you like flying jet airliners, can give your flying a little bit of meaning, a little bit of purpose, and fly for Jet and Airways. We have group flights on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Kiwi time, New Zealand time. So I'm not sure what that would work out for you where you are. So at least once a week we meet up for group flights. I got a couple of pilots flying with me today with Jet In, but it wasn't a planned group flight. I think they just decided to be part of the fun, part of the scenario. So they went ahead and spawned in, and we're just doing a little short flight up to KSFO. It was quite busy here this morning at KLAX. I arrived here pretty early. There were planes coming in and departing and taxiing. It was a busy little airport this morning. I think I'll go up to this next one. In these big planes, you take as much runway as you possibly can every time. You cannot use any runway that is behind you, okay? runway that is behind you is useless. You want as much as possible in front of you, guys. So we'll come right down the end here, and we'll just stop here and we'll do a few checks. Go through our pre-takeoff departure checks. Can see Aidan coming down the runway there to join up with us in the 737-800, a jet-in pilot. Can't see Melky. Are you still there, Melky? Are you starting up? Are you taxiing? Can't see you there. Right, so let's have a look here. I think we need to put our landing lights on. Beacon lights on. Taxi lights can go off. Strobe light can stay on. So let's come over here. We'll check our flight directors are on. Flight directors are on. LNAV is on. Our climb out. Let's set that again. Set that at 1,900, so that is all good. We'll put our autopilot on when we get out onto the runway and lined up, and then we will hit toga. Flaps are down, 15. Maybe too much flaps, but we'll see how we go when we depart. Before takeoff checks are complete. Let's remove our brake, and we have clearance for departure, so we'll head out to the active. Oh, Aidan's cut in ahead of me there. Didn't want to wait. A bit slow for you, Aidan. Just checking off William on runway 24 right. Just airborne. Okay, so Malky's up in the air. Oh, that's not Aidan. Aidan's over there. Aidan's over there taxiing up towards me to the hold short. Sorry, Aidan. Okay guys, I think we are all set to go. We'll bring our throttles up. 50%. Auto throttle on. We will hit toga.
Airspeed's alive. 80 knots.
Right, autopilot engaged. Flaps up. Quite a steep climb out there. Maybe should have had that down a little bit. Didn't need to climb out that steep. So let's go through our checks here. Autopilot engaged, auto throttle engaged, flight directors on, LNAV engaged, climb out at 1,500 feet. Flaps are up, gear is up. After takeoff, checks complete. Landing lights off. And we'll switch this round to map mode. And we're at coming up through 8,000 feet now. Our speed is a little bit fast there, I notice. Need to bring our speed down. We're a bit too fast there coming out. I think our speed now we can settle at 300. We'll settle at 300 there. And we'll take our speed up to 20. It's not that long a hop. We don't need to go too far. Don't need to go up too high. I think we're going to go up to 25,000 will be our maximum today. We'll go up to 20 now. And we are on our way to San Francisco. Look at that wing. Isn't that wing huge? Like I said the other day, I'm sure I could drive a car around on that wing. Definitely drive a motorbike around on there. Well, a scooter anyway. Well, definitely my bicycle. I could ride my bicycle up and down on that wing. No problem at all. Look at the size of that engine. Oh my gosh. Apparently that engine diameter is about the same as the body of a 737. Unbelievable. Right, we have a right-hand turn coming up as we head up the coast to San Fran. Well, it's noisy out there. Very noisy. Coming up to 14,000 feet. A bit of a slow climb. I think we can go up a bit faster than that. It's 2001, and we'll head up to 25,000 feet. Climbing a bit faster. Let's have a look at our VMAP. As you can see, it is not a long way to go. By no means. I mean, only be another 5 minutes. Only be another 5-10 minutes and we will be halfway already. Sort of up around here. Sort of up around here. RZS, KSBN, up around about here is about halfway to our destination. Can see another plane here. That must be Aiden or Malki. Another one coming out here. If you've just joined us, welcome to the stream, guys. It wasn't going to be a group flight today. It's just a presentation to show off the new livery. But Malcolm wanted to spawn into the scenario, so it was nice to have some company, and Aiden as well. Two very good jet-in pilots. Lucas is here. Hi, Lucas. Hi, mate. Welcome to the stream today. Malcolm, did you send me a request? Because I not see anybody out there. Yeah, I did send you a request, Malky. Maybe a couple of times. Let's have a look in here again. There you are. I can send you another one. There we go. Lucas, could you do a Doha to Auckland flight? Only 18 hours, nothing much. Sure, Lucas, when I have 18 hours free, I will do it. Although you can use time compression, I guess. Doha to Auckland, that would be a nice flight actually in the 777. Maybe we give that some thought, in the future. And keep an eye on the channel in case we do that. Hey, Alan's here. Morning, Alan. One of the top pilots for Jet and Airways. Hi, mate. This isn't supposed to be a group flight, by the way. If it was a group flight, I would have got you out of bed and invited you. But I was doing the presentation. Malky and Aiden wanted to be in on the action, so they spawned themselves in. Alan, I'm heading on a demonstration flight from KLAX up to San Francisco. Yeah, just a short little hop just to show off the plane and the livery, really. Here is the livery. That's it, Alan, our late arriver. You can see Aiden back there, who wanted to be in on the action. He doesn't want to miss out on anything. And Malky's here somewhere, I think. He insisted on being part of the action today. So this is the livery. Jonathan was on board as well. Jonathan from Brazil was on board, Alan, this morning, saying hello, and we all had a chance to say thank you to Jonathan. I'm not sure if he's still on the stream, but he's a busy boy. Yeah, but you can go. The video will be up on YouTube, later today, so you can go on there and see the presentation we did right at the beginning. Also had a look at the 777 three-dimensional cockpit as well. I was walking around and sitting inside the three-dimensional cockpit of the 777-300, so that was nice. A bit of editing and a bit of presentation videos that I did yesterday. Alan will be joining us for our next group flight, which is Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Kiwi time. You're all welcome to join. Not sure if we'll be streaming it. Sometimes we stream it, sometimes we don't. So you're all welcome to fly along with us. Join our Discord. I'll put that in the description below. So every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Kiwi time. Oh, Jonathan's still here. You're still here, Jonathan. I thought you might have been a bit bored by now. Malcolm, can you see both now? William, Aidan, is the ILS frequency 11170? I'm not sure. You need to look that up quickly, Aidan. Maybe Malcolm can answer that. The 777 picks up the ILS frequency automatically. I haven't actually had to program it in, so I can't actually tell you what it is off the top of my head. I do have it on my saved flight plan, but I've closed that now. I think you might be right. Maybe Alan will know. The frequency too to the ILS there. Let's have a look on the VNAV. Yeah, almost halfway actually. Coming along there. Alan, if you could hop over to San Fran, and there's a little conference room just by the bar at the entranceway. If you can set up all the coffee and tea and sausage rolls, please. If you've got nothing to do, that is, you know. If you've got nothing to do. We'll be thirsty and hungry. A bit early for me to start on the beers. Or maybe a glass of champers. Oh yes, maybe a glass of champers. Anyone for champers? A little bit of glass of champers and some sausage rolls. What else? Some lamingtons, some custard squares. If you have time, Alan, do you mind just setting that all up for us? Aidan, it has two frequencies, 11170 and 11075. Alan says he's still in bed. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to find good pilots nowadays. It's really hard to get them out of bed, I tell you. Oh, you stay in bed, mate. Don't worry. Hopefully you'll join us on Tuesday night for the group flight. That will be fun. Malcolm Clark, that's right. That's providing you going into runway 28 left. I presume you can see all these messages, Aidan, so you'll be able to read all that. Thanks, Malcolm. What do you think of the livery, Alan? Did Jonathan do a good job here, or what? That is incredible. And Jonathan went beyond the call of duty, Alan, and if you have a look at the presentation video, you'll see all the inside seats and the TV screens. Jonathan did all that for us as well. If you have a look at that video, beyond the call of duty, and just did a fantastic job. One of the best I've ever seen, I think. The best. Well, the best one that we have. The others are good, but this one just tops. I feel like I want to update some others now. I feel I want to update the 737-800. I mean, it's good, you know, but the livery This livery is just so good. The colours are a little bit stronger. Maybe later we will update the 800. Alan Percy says it's beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful, Alan. Agree there. Agree with that. Commander, I'm going to need to leave. Thank you very much for presenting and sharing my work. Good night. So Jonathan's off. See you, Jonathan. Jonathan's way over in Brazil. So I know he's a busy guy. Oh, yeah, maybe he's going to bed. I'm not sure. Or probably got to go to work or something. Thank you for calling in, Jonathan. Really appreciate. Love your work, mate. And everyone's saying how good it is. So thank you very, very much. And we'll be talking again in the not too distant future. Cheers, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Just go, Aidan. We don't need to know, okay? Just go. Right, we better have a look at V. Ah, yeah, there we go. Got the Three Stooges heading up there. The Three Stooges heading off up to KSFO. I'm at 20,000 feet. I'm not sure what the others are cruising at. Oh, there's Captain Malky up ahead of me. You're way ahead of me, Malky. 25,000 feet. Yeah, I'm at 25,000 feet. Aidan. What's Aidan at? Where's Aidan? Aidan's at 20... Aidan's at 15,000 feet. As for Alan, he's at ground zero. Alan's at ground zero. $25,000 feet, 300 knots. We're looking sweet. We are looking sweet. Maybe I got time to go out and make another cup of coffee. I don't know. Are you allowed to do that when you're streaming? Run away and make a cup of coffee? I don't know. Is it bad manners? Is it bad manners or not? I don't know. Maybe one of the cabin crew should be bringing me a cup of tea, but they're very quiet today. They're very, very busy, I think. With all our special guests, we've got a very distinguished set of guests in the plane today, travelling up on their first flight in Jet and Airways. So they're all getting the first class treatment, regardless of where they're sitting. They're getting the first class treatment. So I think I've been forgotten. No one's offered to bring me a cup of tea or coffee or a muffin. But when we get to KSFO, I will definitely be digging in. Get my nose into that nose bag. Get some more coffee into me, some sausage rolls. Generally just relax. Maybe a glass of champers to celebrate our new plane. Oh, I didn't say hello to Amit. Amit is on board. Hi, Amit. Sorry, mate. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Amit is a real pilot. He joined me the other day, gave me some lovely hints and tips. His friend Liam was here as well, giving me some useful hints and tips. I'm a bit of a slow learner though, Amit, I'm afraid. Alan will tell you. I've worn his patience out several times. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Now that may be a good terminology that matches my my flying career. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Aidan says, I've never been to San Francisco before. In the sim or real life? If you're talking about Amit in real life, he is a pilot. Alan Percy, he's so slow it takes him 2 hours to watch 60 minutes. Here we go. Here's the dad jokes cutting in. This is why we miss Alan. Well, it's a bit of a long stream, this one. By the time we did all the presentation in the beginning. and then the flight to San Francisco. It's quite a long stream, guys, I'm afraid. This will go up on YouTube later today, or it'll be a bit of a marathon, this video, for people watching. I have made a shorter version of this presentation today, so I will put that up on YouTube as soon as the stream is finished, just as a video. So if you want to see the presentation we did at the beginning, Alan, or anyone else who came in late, just watch that video that I put up on YouTube. That'll have the it'll have the livery walk around and also the presentation inside for the work that Jonathan did inside the plane. I'll ignore that comment, Alan. I'll ignore that comment. At least I stay on the white line, okay? I stay on the white line. Well, I try to. Close. I'm getting hungry, actually. Wish the cabin crew would bring me some nice hash browns and some scrambled eggs. That would be good. Maybe 2 rashers of bacon lying across the top. That would be pretty good. Feeling a little bit hungry, I am. I had a couple of cups of coffee, but I didn't eat anything this morning. I was up about 6:30 getting ready for the stream. But I didn't eat anything. You can see the coast over there as we head up towards San Francisco. There's Aiden at 15,000 feet up behind me. Aiden's in the 737. There's Captain Mulkey, 17,000 feet. He's up ahead of me a little bit. Tuesday night, we're all in the 777s, guys. We're doing a flight from Las Vegas up to KCFO, and we're all going to be flying the 777s. Aiden, if you don't have it, you want to fly the 737-800, that's absolutely fine. But we will all be in the 777s. Malcolm says, notice it wasn't me that mentioned the car park, William. Yeah, I notice everything, okay. Got my little black book down here, Malcolm. And Alan. Got some lovely scenery out here today. Aidan says Alan's collecting mentions in your black book. Is that monitoring? Oh no, mentions. Aidan says he's going for a record, I think. He's going for a record mentions. Don't forget, guys, I can have a word to Sally in the office, and who's the wages clerk. Christmas bonuses coming up this year. I do have a bit of influence on those, so just be careful. I do control the Christmas bonuses, remember. So I'm coming down to 10,000 feet now. I'm on my descent. I will put the auto brakes around to 2 for KSFO. I think that's all we need. Down 10,000 feet or under, I can put on the landing lights. Wonder how my fuel is going. 89.1 total. I've got heaps of fuel. And the FMC, when I set up the FMC, hang on. When you set up the FMC, you actually have a option. And you can click long range, medium range, or short range. Today I hit medium range. But probably short range possibly would have been enough. I think so, but I just started to hit the medium range. Most of my flights are sort of short to medium. So I just wanted to get used to flying with a medium load of fuel, because takeoff and landing is different, whichever one of those you select. So I just thought I'd always go for medium most of the time, and that way I get used to the weight on takeoff, regards to your flaps and everything, and your landing speeds. So I'm just going to stick with that one for a while and get used to that setting. So medium fuel load is actually more than enough, I can see that. Alan says, oh well, if you get the job as Santa at the breakup this year, you'll be familiar with landing on roofs. Ho, 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 Alan. Ho, ho, ho. Hang on, where's my black book? I've just got to cross off. Okay, no Christmas card for Alan. Presents down to 1. Christmas bonus, 20% off. There we go. That'll do it. I don't want to be too harsh on the boy. Don't want to be too harsh. Right, so we are definitely on our descent now. Who are you going, Malky? Malky is at 10,000 feet. Aiden's coming down. He's at 15,000 feet. Aiden says he can take money from you, Alan. Your Christmas bonus is going into negatives. Yeah. Melky's in the Concorde. He is gone. Yeah, Melky's gone, man. I'm too slow for Melky. Melky's that far ahead, he's lonely, I tell you. Hey, Melky, you're that far ahead, you're lonely. What altitude is Melky at now? Melky's still at 10,000 feet. He's not coming down yet. He's not coming down till the last second, the last minute. Then he's going to come down. I know Melky and Alan's style, you see. I know their flying style. They wait till the very last minute and then they dive down like F-16 fighter jets to try and get to the right level for approach. Whereas me, I just come down low and slow and sneak in under the radar. Nobody knows I'm there, apart from the Coast Guard maybe. Oh yeah, the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard are on alert when I'm coming in over the water. The Coast Guard are on red alert. Okay, so we're coming over this body of water. Melky says, I'm listening to you guys and I'm taking it all in. Yeah, I know, you're a bit of a sponge, Melky. You're a bit of a sponge. You can soak it all up, eh? How's Oscar? What's Oscar doing? Is Oscar sitting down by your feet, keeping you company? Is Oscar there? Oscar knows. Oscar knows the truth. He knows what's going on. There's no fleas on Oscar, I tell you. He knows. Oscar's on my side. Right, we're coming over this little mountain range here, this mini mountain range. And then once we're over that, we're going to come down to 3,000 feet, then 2,000 feet, and we'll be on our finals. Might do a manual landing today. We'll see if the ILS locks on, but otherwise, quite happy to do my manual approach and manual landing. That's what most pilots do. It's what professional pilots do. So I'm very happy to do manual landings. And I need the practice. I really want to be good at the manual approaches and manual landings. Okay, so let's do a bit of a check here. We've got our landing lights on, taxi lights on, and advanced beacon lights on. Flaps are coming down now. What's the time here? Coming up to 11:15 New Zealand time. Wow, half a day is gone. This is a long stream, guys. So much for me getting any work done today. Finish the stream and I'll be off to have brunch, I think. Melky is down at 7,700. Aiden is down to 12,000, 12.5. Melky's down to 7,000. I'm down to 7,000. I'm just going to cruise over the top of these hills and then duck down to 3,000. We have been going for 104 minutes, guys. The stream so far, 104 minutes. Hell, coming up to 2 hours. Maybe the stream will go for 2 hours. My God. Crazy times. Malky is down to 5,000 feet. You'll be first there, Malky. You need to get the tea and the coffee and the champagne ready, okay? Put out the plates for the sausage rolls and the lamington squares and the custard squares. If you're there first, mate, just take control, okay? Get it all ready for us, 'cause I'm starving. Malcolm says Oscar's just Oscar's just got his head down on the couch. Yeah, he's chilling out. He's relaxed. He's a chilled out kind of guy. Covering his drums with those big floppy ears so he doesn't have to put up with it all. The mindless banter. Roger that, Captain. Will do. Okay, Malky, you're in charge of the drinks and the savouries, okay? We expect a really good spread when we get there. And don't eat it all before we arrive, please. You can have one, okay? One sausage roll. You can have one drink and one sausage roll, and then it's hands off. Alan's lying in his bed thinking, oh, I wish I got up earlier now. I could do with a nice feed. Gee, I wish I got out of bed earlier. Coming down in my speed and my altitude. Fuel in center. Fuel in center. What does that mean? Are we going to use the fuel? Are we going to start using the fuel that's in the center of the tanks? What is my fuel? Total fuel 86. See, we're using the fuel in the center tanks. We've got fuel in the center tanks, so I needed to have that switch. I needed to have those center tanks turned on. That's cool. I really like that display. It really tells you what you need to do. Keeps you up to date with what's happening. Config gear. It's now telling me that I need to get my gear down. A little bit early for me, I feel, but it's going by my speed, I guess. It's going by my altitude and speed. It's saying, mate, I think it's time to get your gear down. But it's really, really nice having that display just to prompt you and to show you what needs attention. It's very cool. So there's the airport up over there to my left. So let's get our speed down as well. And our next turn on the left will be on our finals. Melky must be just about down by now. Check. Landing lights on. Taxi lights on. Flaps down 30. Auto brake set at 2. Alan says fuel has run out in the center. Okay, so that means I'm just using the wing tanks now, Alan. That's right. Right, gear is down and locked. We're at 150 knots. And we're coming in pretty straight. Center tanks weren't on. Okay, mate, got it. Am I going to see some diamonds today? There's a diamond there. I can hit lock. There we go. I've locked onto the diamonds. So we're locked on and heading in. 150. I'll bring that speed down a little bit soon. Flaps are down 30. Landing lights on. Auto brake set at 2. You're on your second champagne. Melky, gee, that was fast. You'll be sloshed by the time we get there. Okay, we're locked onto the diamonds. 150. I'll bring it down a little bit more. Coming in nice and slow. Beautiful. Traffic, are you off the runway, Melky? Who's on the runway? Oh no, I can see Melky's parked at the gate. Okay, let's get ready to disengage the autopilot. Autopilot disengaged. Auto brakes off. I have the plane. One hand on my throttle. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Flaps up. Right, here I am. I am parked right beside you, Melky, at the gate. You seem to have disappeared, but that's fine. You have disappeared. Right, everything is off. all the alarms and bells were going by the time I finished. But here we are. We made it safely, safe and sound at KSFO. I think I can see Aidan landing somewhere. There he is. You're in Ryanair, are you? Are you Aidan? Melky was parked beside me, but he's disappeared. Maybe he's Captain Melky. I can see his label there, but I can't see his plane. But that's fine. We know he's here. We know he's in the bar. He's drinking the champers and he's eating all the sausage rolls. And here's Aidan coming into park now in his Ryanair 737-800. And it's just about time for me to dash off. It's been an incredibly long stream. It's been a wonderful time, guys. Really enjoyed it. It's a shame Alan wasn't here, would have topped it off nicely, but Alan will be back with us on Tuesday night flying. But we've had a great time. It's been a great function. The presentation and everything was just so enjoyable. Just loving this Jet and Airways livery. And it was really nice to have Jonathan stop in and chat to us. Jonathan's the artist for Jet and Airways based in Brazil. He popped in and had a chat to us on this stream. So it was really nice to see Jonathan and to have a talk with us. Gave us a chance to say hi and thank you personally for doing a wonderful job of painting all our Jet and Airways. We're a casual fun flying group, guys. Casual Fun Airline. You're welcome to join our Discord. I'll put it in the description below. I'll have a shortened version of the stream up on the channel very, very soon with our Discord address. You're very welcome to join the team, have a chat, fly with us for Jet and Airways. If you're a beginner pilot, just getting started with Flight Simulator, you are more than welcome to join in and have fun. So here is Aidan parking in here now. I think on our group flight on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Kiwi time, we will all be in the PMDG 777s. There'll be 3 777s flying from Las Vegas up to San Francisco. Right, guys, I have to leave you. It has been a long stream today, but it has been a lot of fun and very, very enjoyable. I want to thank you all for calling in, keeping me company. Thank you for all your comments. Please leave a like on the channel. Please go to the channel and make some comments. That would be appreciated. It helps the channel. So please do that. Tick the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon on the next video or the next stream. Thank you, Aidan. Good to see you again flying. Take care, everyone. Keep safe and keep coming back. Over and out. Cheers.